Hey everybody, it's Patrick. Welcome to day 7 of our beginning yoga series where we're going to put it all together into a little mini class. Thank you so much for joining us throughout this entire journey as we really began to break down different parts of the yoga poses to help them become more accessible for you. During this class, take it easy. Remember to stick with your breath and enjoy the process. Let's begin. So let's start this practice sitting on your shins like we've done a few times before. If it's a little bit too much pressure for you and you need to put something in between your ankles, by all means feel free. And just go ahead and close your eyes and let's take a few deep breaths. These breaths can be of any length that you want, but you just want to take a few moments here to become more aware of your breathing. Allow yourself to focus on the breath and find a bit more easy state of mind. And then with your eyes closed, just take a few shoulder rolls, forwards, backwards, any kind of variation you have going on here. Just kind of wake up the shoulders. Feel a nice bit of movement in your body. And then blink your eyes open. Bring your hands out in front of you and find tabletop pose. So as we've done countless times before, you want the shoulders to stack over the wrists and the knees to stack just slightly behind or below the hips. And from here, roll the shoulders over the wrists a few times, creating some nice easy movements, waking up the hands. Remembering to keep your index knuckles glued to the floor. Take a few more breaths here. And then from this position, tuck the toes and sit back on your heels. This is called toes pose in case you haven't done it before. Really nice, probably very intense stretch on the backs of the feet, or bottoms of the feet, excuse me. So just try and have a nice long spine. Reach through the crown of the head. Feel your inner ankles coming together, just helping you warm up the hamstrings a little bit. Perfect. And then from here, reach your hands way up to the sky. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms all the way up. On your exhale, round down, reaching your hands all the way down towards the floor. Then inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Lift the chest up high. On your exhale, release your hands. Your elbows pull to your side. Waists, opening the heart. Interlace the fingers behind the back, pressing the palms together to the best of your ability. Think about the elbows coming towards each other, and then chase the ground behind you, reaching your knuckles down. If this is ever too intense on the bottoms of the feet, you can always lean forward. We're only here for just 2 more breaths. And on your exhale, release. Bring your hands to the floor. Untuck the toes, tap the feet a few times if you need to, and then find your way back into your downward facing dog. Remember in your downward facing dog, if you need to have your knees bent, it's totally okay. But if you have a good lift of the tailbone, reaching the chest out, allow the head to hang heavy, keeping activation in the arms. From this downward facing dog, we're going to roll forward into plank pose. So bend the knees a little bit and then roll your body forward into plank. If it's too hard for you or it becomes a bit too much of a challenge, you can always lower your knees down to the floor. Don't put pressure on the strength, just allow it to come naturally over time. And then again from here, tuck the toes, pull the hips all the way up, back in space. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Tilt the tailbone up to the sky just a little bit more. Again, work to straighten the legs, but know that does not required. Go ahead and gently roll forward to plank pose one more time. We're reaching the heart out in front of you. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll slowly roll back to the downward facing dog. And then gently walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Take as many steps as you need. You can bend the knees if you need to, but try and keep the arms active and straight. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Arms extended into Dasana, also known as Urdhva Hastasana. Then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. It's a prayer known as Samastitihi. Gently bend the knees, fold over the legs, reach the heart out in front of you, and then bring your hands down to the floor. Inhale the halfway lift, reaching the chest forward and the top of the head out. And on your exhale, place the palms, step the left foot back long. From here, drop your left knee to the floor. And inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Asana. Opening the front body, reaching the hands back. Lift the belly away from the front of the leg. And then on your exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Tuck the left toes, lift your left knee off the ground, reach the chest out in front of you. Think about being as long as you possibly can here. And then step your left foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, roll and rise all the way up to stand, creating a connection between your breath and movement. Let your fingers touch above your head. Then on your exhale, bend the knees as the hands come through the heart and you fold back down to the floor. You're using that light bend of the knees to help you create more space. Inhale the halfway lift. Exhale, the hands come down, step the right foot back long. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Getting along through the fingers, elevating your chest. On your exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee off the ground. Reach the head forward. Press into the right toes vigorously. I know this pose is always challenging no matter how long you practice. This sprinter starting stance. And slowly step the right foot up to the top of the mat. Keep that little bit of space in between your feet. And then sit your hips low, find chair pose, also known as Utkatasana. Reach your fingers up, feel the fingers are an extension off the shoulders and an extension off the hips. Keep your gaze forward, just try and sit your hips back. The legs are probably on fire right now. Embrace it for a moment and then straighten the legs. Find your hands to heart center. Take a moment to recover. Then inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Slowly fold down to the floor. Have opposite hand catch opposite elbows. You just sit in this hanging position. Also known as ragdoll. You're just kind of working out any of that tension in the lower back, any of the tension in the shoulders of the hamstrings. And then exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Reach your arms up. And exhale, the hands come to heart center. We're going to take a modified round of Surya Namaskar A. So inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. And exhale, fold down to the floor. Bending the knees as you need to. Inhale, the halfway lift. Maybe the hands are on the shins to press your upper body further forward. Exhale, as your hands come to the floor, you step back into your plank pose, 1 foot at a time. You can always drop the knees down, but on our exhale, we're going to lower all the way to the floor. Bring your fingertips into the ground. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, rise up to your variation of low cobra, opening the front line of the body. And then exhale, back down to the floor. So press back to downward facing dog. We're going to move through child's pose. If you want to do a push-up, feel free. Or just take child's pose with me. No pressure one way or another. Just kind of enjoy the movement. And then find your body back to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, tilt the tailbone up to the sky. Find as much length in the spine as possible. And then slowly walk your feet up towards the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up. Reach your hands up. The fingers touch. And then exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do one more just like that. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Reach the chest out. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your plank pose. Try and be completely in rhythm. On your next exhale, lower all the way to the ground. You can have the knees dropped if you would like. Prepare for low cobra, so press the fingertips and the top of the feet down. On your inhale, you rise, lifting your chest, picking up the heart with the shoulders. Exhale, lower back down. If you want, you could rise through the push-up. If not, just press back to the child's pose with your toes tucked, holding your body back in space. And then press into the toes, find your downward facing dog. With the hips lifted high, curve the chest out a little bit, and slowly walk the feet all the way back to the wrists. Bring your hands on the shins. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up, reach the hands up, let the fingers touch. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, when you exhale, the hands come back to the floor. Just step the left foot back long. Pressing into the left toes, press the right heel down. Inhale, rise up into your crescent lunge, your full lunge position. Try and sit the hips as low as you can. Don't worry if the back knee bends. Then press into the left toes with vigor to really lift the belly. Keep reaching through the fingers. Press your right heel down. And then on your next exhale, keep your right leg where it is. Drop the left heel to the floor. Open up to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Anchor down through the outer edge of the left foot. Sit as deeply as you can into the right knee. Open your arms up wide. Take one more inhale here. On the exhale, sweep the left hand by the outside of the left leg. So you roll back onto the left toes, reaching your arms up to the sky. On your exhale, hands find the floor. Look forward, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. On your exhale, the hands find the floor. Step the right foot back long. Press into your right toes, lift your core. Create the left knee to stack right over the left ankle. Inhale, rise into your crescent lunge. Let the right knee drop lower. And on your exhale, press into your right toes with vigor. Keep reaching up through the hands. Ground into your left heel. Really nice job. Way to stay strong, way to stay active and committed. On your next exhale, open up to Warrior 2, dropping the right heel down. Reaching the left hand forward and the right hand back. Try and get as long as you can to the outside of the right leg. Reach through the fingers with vigor. Take one more inhale here. Do the best you can. On the exhale, slide the outside of the right hand. Let it touch the outside of the right leg. Roll onto the right toes. Reach your hands up to the sky. Press into the right toes. Get long through the leg. On your exhale, the hands find the floor. Step the right foot up behind the right hand. Beautiful effort. Rise up onto your toes. Your fingertips are touching the floor. Reach the chest out. And then exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Get long. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Of course, bending the knees as you do so. If you need to. Inhale to halfway lift. From this halfway lift, press into your fingertips, rise up onto your toes. And if you need to, you can step your feet back a step, but just lower your knees down to the floor. I'll scoot back a touch. As the knees lower, we're going to find Ustrasana camel pose. So bring your hands to the back of your rib cage. Press into the toes. Lift the shoulders to help you elevate the heart. Press your toes down into the floor. If you would like, you would untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet down into the floor. Just begin to curve the chest up. Don't worry about the aesthetic. Just think about doing the opposite of your normal sitting position. Just lifting the chest, allowing a slight back bend to enter your physical system. And exhale, release. Sit back on your feet. Take a moment to let your body recover. As you begin to do back bends, they can be very exciting, so you just want to allow that to kind of come into your system. Sometimes they can bring a bit of dizziness. You want to let it just take its course and take its time. Go ahead and roll onto the side of one of your hips. Swing your legs out in front of you. and we'll set up for bridge pose. So let the tips of the fingers touch the backs of your Achilles tendons. Press the heels down. And remember, we're just going to press the heels down to lift the hips up. But instead of just focusing on the hips lifting, pull the shins underneath you. Curve the heart up towards the sky. Let the backs of the fingertips touch the Achilles tendons. Lift. I'm going to see if you can hold right here. See if you can hold right here for 7 to 10 breaths. You can bind the hands underneath the hips if you want, squeezing the shoulders together. That may help you feel more supported. But you can also just be pressing your hands into the ground firmly, creating a nice lift. If you want to, for one breath here, we may try and pull a knee into the chest. So press your right foot down vigorously into the floor. And just lift the left foot off the ground, and then set it back down. Press the left heel into the ground. Strong as you can, press the hands into the ground. Lift the right foot up. Set the right foot back down. If you have the bind, release it. Lower your hips to the ground, one vertebrae at a time. And then gently hug the knees into the chest. Take a moment, just lifting and lowering the knees, hinging from the hips gently, allowing you to create some space in your body. And then bring the right ankle above the left knee. And you can do this with your left foot on the floor, right? So if you're a little bit tighter in the hip, don't worry about it. You can have the right knee wide, right? You could just be here similar to your bridge pose. If you have more space, you can reach the right hand through, catch the left shin, pull the heel towards the butt, just kind of holding the position here. Breathing in easy. Finding a nice stretch through the outside of the right leg. And then exhale, go ahead and release. Switch your side. So maybe start with both feet on the floor. Bring the left ankle over top of the right leg. Staying right here if you like, that's more comfortable for you. Or bring the right foot up off the ground. Catch the back of the right hamstring. Just hold the position. It's nice reclined pigeon pose, helping you relieve any tension in the outer hips, helping you find a nice calm close to the practice. Slowly lower the right foot down to the floor. Unwrap the left leg. Bring your hands by your hips. Reach your feet up to the sky. Hold right here. Just feel your feet reaching up. The tailbone can be grounded to the floor, or it can be slightly lifted, whatever feels better and more connected to you at this moment. Feel your feet getting lighter. Feel some of that pressure just from walking around and doing your daily life kind of coming out of them. And slowly bend the knees. Open your arms up wide like a T, and then drop the knees over to the left side. If you'd like, you can scoot onto the outside of your left hip. It might feel better. Bring your gaze over to the right hand. And slowly twist back to center and just switch your sides. So maybe you want to roll to the outer edge of the right hip, point those knees over to the right, continue to reach through the left leg as you ground the left shoulder to the best of your ability. Slowly come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the nose up to the knees. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, release into your Shavasana. In this Shavasana, I want you to stay present with your breathing. But don't try and control it like we've done where we're syncing the breath to the movement. Instead, I just want you to scan your body. We're going to start by scanning the toes, the very tips of the toes. And each body part that you bring your mind to, I just want you to feel a warm and comforting sensation in that body part. So starting at the very tips of the toes, feel that warm and comforting sensation move through the bottom of the foot and into your heels. And then from the heels, it moves up into your ankles, into your calves and your shins, into your knees and your upper leg muscles. That warm and comforting sensation moves through the pelvis, into the torso, the belly, the rib cage, the chest, the collarbones, and the shoulders. Warm and comforting sensation just begins to go down the arms to the upper arm muscles, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, and the fingertips. From the fingertips, that warm and comforting sensation finds the bottom of your spine, begins to move up the spine one vertebrae at a time, into your lower back, into your middle back, into your upper back, into your shoulder blades, into the back of your neck, the back of your head, the top of the head, into your entire face. Your body's completely warm and comfortable as you lie here resting on the floor, releasing from this activity. Congratulations on completing this beginner yoga course. Give yourself a huge pat on the back for taking a little bit of time to explore your mind, your body, your breath, and most importantly, your connection with the present moment, because that's what yoga is all about. Again, really thank you guys so much for being part of our little online yoga community. It's always amazing to share with you guys all that we can. Please like and subscribe just to stay connected, and we hope to see you very soon. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.